Y'all, it's 7:35. And guess what time it is? Straight from the chair with Crystal Gresham Giles. Y'all, I got something for you. I want y'all to listen to this. I don't think she knew I was going to do this tonight, but it just sent chills over me. So I want y'all to listen. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Listen again. Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Y'all know how we do. This is live, so we're not right. Y'all ready? Listen. Woo, honey. Yes. That is my baby sister, honey. She has wrote me a jingle for my podcast. We're gonna add some music to it. We're gonna get her in the studio. So anybody who got some pointers, we're gonna get it in the studio and we're gonna run my jingle. I'm so proud of her. Like it really feels good to have her live out a dream that she's always wanted to and to promote her on my show and to have her a part of my show. So I just want to say to me, Gresham, I love you. I thank you so much. That means so much to me and I'm gonna stop talking because I'll start crying. So in Jesus' name, I love you. But boy, we got a show tonight. Y'all see my shirt? What does it say? Love. Y'all, I have two people here that have a journey, a story, a book,
Book coming. Yep.
a book coming about their journey about love. Um, First time marriage, young, divorced, and married again. And we are going to have a discussion tonight. Now, I keep it 100 because I don't try to fake like things are. So this was really, really sensitive for me to talk about because of where I am. But I need everybody to know that I still love love. I still love everybody in whatever situation. Like, I'm not against whatever. So to bring two people on who was able to conquer it and get through it, that was inspirational to me. Um, we got some questions. I'm not going to dive into it just yet, but I learned today, I was today years old. Now, I knew that I was part of a second marriage to the same person. My mom and my dad married twice. I came in the second marriage, I thought, but I came in the breakup and then they married. Then it didn't work out. But I love them anyway. So I always tell people about my dad and my mom was married twice because I was a part of the reason why I was the second marriage. And without them falling back in love or back in whatever it was that they were at 23 years old, that's when I came. So I am a product of the second marriage. So I like to think like they're gonna have their story about what happened in the second part and what happened in the first part. So we are going to get ready to start this off with introducing Mr. and Mrs. Kitchens. I'm gonna start with Will.
How you doing, Chris?
Really? I'm good, Will. How you doing? I'm good, good.
Ladies first, so why you gotta start with me?
Well, because your name come Mister. I try to get a respect. See, we know ladies first, but when they write the name, they don't say Mrs. and Mister. All right, all right. And Mrs.
Kitchens, Quashonda Kitchens. Hey y'all, I'm excited to be on and get this thing going.
Yes, y'all. We are so excited about tonight. I think the best thing about it is like we all friends.
Hmm.
So we getting ready to just have like a real grown people conversation. So we're gonna start off with Will pouring Shonda and I some wine.
Yes.
What kind of wine did you bring tonight? Because I told them I have the wine down,
Hmm.
and we are drinking tonight Black Girl Magic Rosé.
There you go. So we create magic.
Because we create magic.
That part.
That part. So I don't know if y'all know, people who did not know,
Hmm.
Shonda and I worked together,
Hmm.
used to work together at Delore
Hmm. That's where we
Salon.
met.
That's where
Yeah.
we met.
Hmm.
at Dolores Salon and Spa, and then we oh, thank you. Oh. And then I opened up Resham Giles Salon, and she opened up Aroma Soul, and then we joined together as a team. And she was in here for some years, and then she opened up Complexion in College Park. So we have been on a entrepreneur
Yeah.
black girl
For
magic journey for a minute.
A minute.
For
yes,
a minute.
yes.
So real true friends, like
Mhm.
I know of their journey, but we're gonna get the TT of their journey tonight. The extra tea, the extra rose, the extra. You ready, Will? Cause you're gonna be in the hot chair tonight, boy. Come on, sit down.
We'll finish that bottle tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna finish that bottle
We're gonna
tonight,
finish that
y'all.
bottle tonight.
So who wants to start off with how did it get started?
Which one? First time?
We
Yeah,
gotta
can
start from the
first time.
beginning. Will, we gotta start from the beginning.
Back
Don't-
to band room.
Oh yeah.
The band room? It started in the band room?
It started in the
Y'all
band
was
room.
fast. Y'all, that's what the old folks would say. Y'all was fast.
We was
Yeah,
fast.
managed.
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 He was being managed.
Was you
He
being
ve-
managed,
He was
Will?
very managed.
Who?
He was very
You.
managed in high
I
school.
was
Alan.
killing it. I was a gentleman.
All right, come on, Shonda. Give me the tell me how managed she was being.
He was managed because he can describe exactly what I had on when he saw me in the band room. So we were in the 10th grade.
Ninth grade.
We was in the 10th grade.
Ninth grade.
We was in the 9th grade.
See, they still
We was
argue.
in
They
the
don't even
ninth
know what grade it was
grade.
in.
It was a ninth grade.
We was in the 9th grade, and we went to the illustrious Southwest DeKalb.
Mighty.
In
Marshall.
okay, hold up right there. Let's relate on that.
This our
Wait,
friend Robert
are
right here.
y'all
This
from
our
are
friend.
y'all from Atlanta?
Yes.
Don't bring Amaretta in this.
Are
Don't
y'all
bring Amaretta.
is Decatur Atlanta?
No.
Oh, say it out loud though.
Eastside.
Is Decatur no, but I'm just
He was
saying.
born at Grady.
I know that, Will, but is
Decatur,
Decatur
Atlanta?
Atlanta?
Yeah.
Well, don't do that. Don't do that, cause you know Decatur did not represent Atlanta like that. Decatur,
It's the offspring of Atlanta.
it is.
It is.
It is.
It's the
Most
offspring
people,
of
most
Atlanta.
people who
cousins.
Because
They
you
good
migrated.
cousins.
right
Everybody from Atlanta migrated
to the
Decatur
outskirts,
to
Yeah.
have a better life, better housing.
College Park. They migrated to College Park, East Point. So that's what we was trying to explain to people. Like
Yeah.
most of the people our age,
Yeah.
our parents, their parents either moved away because they were trying to have a better life. Like Avondale, all those places, Gresham Road, those were better areas back in the day. Was the suburbs. So people moved to the suburbs.
If your grandmama lived in Atlanta, you
You from Atlanta? Okay. Now back to the band room.
So back to the band room.
She had on this black skirt,
Tell them about the black skirt.
with a black tie,
Uh-huh.
with a black sweater. So I was sitting in front.
Oh, she had on what she had on today. All black.
I was trying to bring it back.
Almost.
I was trying to bring it back. Bring it back.
So she walked in. I was like, "Who is that?" And I had been watching her for a while. She's very reserved. She wasn't loud, wasn't boisterous. She wasn't all in people's faces. She was very to herself, and I liked that.
Okay.
And you know, I approached her one day and started talking to her, and I figured out that I could ride the same bus to get home. The MARTA bus now.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
The MARTA bus.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I
we
done
rode
rode
the
the
MARTA
MARTA bus with her a couple times to get to the house.
So,
But the stop that I had to take to get home wasn't on her bus, but her bus went by my street. I had to walk like a mile to get home. So
okay.
I would ride with her to get home, then walk.
Oh, look
But
at
yeah,
you.
It was very, very.
Oh, gentleman.
Oh yeah.
He walked you home.
He was a gentleman. Yeah, he walked me home. He did.
Look
He
at
did.
you. You still smiling. She still got the So what do you remember about the beginning when it started?
That's it. I remember when we met in the band room, and that's how we started talking. And because he was a trombone player, I was
Okay.
a clarinet player, and so we started dating. We met in the 9th grade. Started dating like in 9th grade, 10th grade. We would our favorite spot while we were in high school. Let me just say that. When we was in
What
high
was it?
school, we used to always go to the movies over there, Litchfield off Panola and Covington.
I didn't even have
He
no
used to,
license.
he used to
Nothing about
steal
it.
his mama Mustang,
I still call.
and for my gifts, he would get me stuff out of her. She had a boutique at the flea market or
Yeah.
something. I still got a picture of the jogging suit that he bought me. Well, he got me from his mama boutique, and it was like oversized, but I thought it was cute.
Oh,
Mhm.
look at that, young love,
Young love,
young
yeah,
love. All right, then when, how, what age were y'all when y'all said, okay, this is it, we're gonna get married?
Ooh, so much happened before that, but
Oh wait, well back up.
no, I'm saying, but yeah.
Because so we dated in high school for probably like 4 or so months or something like that.
Right.
You know, high school, you
Yeah,
just
all over the
whatever.
place.
So you
Right.
all
all
over. So
over
we
the place,
dated
right.
for about 4 months or so. Broke up.
She missed my birthday party, so I don't.
Yeah, he mad because he say I missed his birthday party because I was spending the night with my friend.
Oh yeah, what else? Okay, but yeah.
Yeah, So
They
He
gonna leave
tell
that one
his-
alone.
Yeah, he ain't gonna tell his side,
See,
but
I know
okay.
the friends, so I know half of the stories. Yeah. She spent the night. Yeah.
So we
Straight
broke
from the
up.
shelf.
So we broke up, and then we stayed friends and stuff. And then after high school, it had to be like 1996 because we graduated in 95. So 1996, he was a little dope boy fresh then. You know, he was a little dope boy fresh then. So
but yeah,
So yeah, that's when we started back, like 96.
Okay.
And then he would take me on some what I consider we were still young, like 17, 18, somewhere in there. So
we lost contact though.
yeah, he saw Net
But I saw her sister
at 5 points.
At 5 points.
On
Okay.
the catching the train.
Yeah. Like, give your sister my number.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you need a little
And so
towel.
I
we got you
called it-
sweating already.
He
Get
in
your
hot
li- in the hot seat. I ain't even put you in the hot seat yet. I just told you to tell me how you started. But yeah, okay. So y'all at the point, y'all done re-met, rekindled. Y'all seen Nick, you got a number, you done hollered at her, took on a few dates. So at what point you said it's time?
Well,
Or
no. I can answer it, but in school I knew she would be my wife. I don't know how or I don't know how or why I said that. But in high school I said, I think I wrote on the back of
You wrote on the back of my picture, yep.
like you know the Harris
pictures.
the Harris
Harris.
pictures.
And I wrote up, you gonna be my wife. And it was just, a manifestation. Just manifest.
Okay.
Things that you want, you just say it. So I just said it, but I didn't put any pressure on her. She dated a couple guys, maybe one in high school.
Okay.
I would see him, oh, they look cute. I kept it moving. Like, okay, yeah, you know what's going on. But I think to answer your question, I saw her mom outside the band room, and that kind of solidified what I would have at her mom's age at that time. Because I didn't see anything, that I didn't like. So understand that my wife was 14, so she hadn't come into womanhood yet.
So you looked at her mom.
And I knew that she would be a resemblance of her
Now
mom.
wait, at 14, you knew to look at the mama to see what you.
I was different at 14. I was a different thinker at 14.
Now that's a hell of a statement to make.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that to say, because most men, they do say, look at a mama to see what you're gonna get in the end. Like whether if you looking at the physical or the mental or the character, like you have to say, look at the mom. So that was like real big.
When I would go to the house, clean, neat, good food. It was just real structure.
Okay.
And I knew I wanted that because growing up, I seen some of my friends, their moms had that same structure in the house.
Mm-hmm.
When you came in, you just felt the love. You knew, you smelled the cleanliness. You just knew. So I knew she would bring that same characteristics and and stuff that her mom taught her into my life or my house. So it was already solidified. But I think it was 20. We fast forward to while we got married.
Right.
Because Mikhail was born in 99.
Mikhail was born in 97.
97. Got married in 99, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Graduated in 95.
Right.
Got back together. First child 97. Okay.
Married in 99.
And married in 99. So coming up to I Do, was it a proposal for the first time? Was it okay? We just get married? Was it a wedding? Come on, give us the tea.
We had a wedding. It wasn't a The proposal was we just Friedman's. We went to Friedman's jeweler and we
Right,
picked out my little ring that was probably about that big, but it was cute. That was the engagement ring.
Mhm.
And then then we had, we had a huge wedding. Like a huge,
Y'all
huge
did?
wedding.
The first one?
Salem Baptist
Oh my
Church.
God, yeah.
And the
Just
one in
Williams.
Decatur.
Wait a minute, how
Williams.
old were you?
We were 22. Well,
Yeah,
21,
I was
22.
22. She was 21.
I was
I
21.
got
22 and 21. Huge wedding.
Four
Yeah.
limos,
4
Oh,
limos,
10 bridesmaids,
10 bridesmaids, 10 groomsmen, honeymoon in
Honeymoon in
Jamaica.
Jamaica. Oh, yeah.
Oh, y'all had the
We had a
shebang
we
at
had a
22, 23.
Huge wedding. Huge wedding.
Wow.
The
Reception on the golf course.
the gospel artist now, what's his name?
Yeah,
Canton Jones.
Yeah,
He
he
sung
sung
at our
at
wedding.
the
That was before he was the Canton
Canton
Jones.
Jones.
Right,
Yeah,
right, right.
He sung at our wedding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wedding
Wow.
planner, wedding planner, all that.
Oh,
Yeah.
they had everything.
At 21.
Everybody put your glasses up. Cause
it
boy,
was a big wedding.
yeah, that was a huge choice to make at
Yeah.
such a young age. So
Yeah.
y'all were really truly committed to the process at that point.
But like I said, I was always different thinking now. I didn't grow up with my dad, real dad. Grew up with a great guy, a great man in my life as my stepfather, but not stepfather, father, but
Gotcha.
I didn't grow up with my biological father. So all the while in school, I would tell myself, I don't want any kids that I'm not raising outside of my house.
Okay.
So for me to get married, I'm a father now, so I don't have no other choice.
Okay.
But to be, not that I didn't marry the person I wanted to be with, though. See
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
I didn't marry anybody. This was the person I said I was gonna marry anyway.
Right. So that was perfect.
Oh yeah, it is.
You was on point.
Yeah.
So yeah, now the jingles done there. Y'all still chilling.
Mhm.
Okay, and then we get into the marriage one. What-
Marriage one.
First marriage. Where did the roads go rocky? Let me back up. I don't want to start there. What was good about the first marriage? What did you enjoy, Shonda, about the first marriage?
About the first marriage, I enjoyed that we were young and in love with all the butterflies and we did a lot of the just quirky stuff, dressing alike. We always went to family functions together. That's where both of our beautiful, talented sons came from, the first marriage. We did some family vacations and stuff during the first marriage. So it was beautiful within our household setting.
Okay.
It was real like real new and real fresh.
Right.
Okay.
Still. Mhm.
Okay.
It
How-
was real, real fresh.
Oh, sorry, go
No, how long was the first marriage?
No,
Eight.
it was 10 years.
Nine.
Well, no,
Almost, no, because I said we almost did maybe 10.
yeah, we almost made it
Almost
10
made it.
because the divorce was in 2009.
Ooh, don't say that.
So I know.
It was
And
in
that's,
April of 2009.
you know what? And
Yeah.
that's when I met you.
Yep.
I
yep.
think you were, because
Yep.
I came to Delore in 2009.
Don't
Yep.
say don't say nothing.
I'm just saying.
He don't want to know about our hot girl
No,
moment.
no. Will. The crazy part was I separated in 2009. That's how I ended up at Delore. So I knew when you said 2009 that year is like a woo for me.
Yeah.
So I know, right? We ought to write a book together about 2009.
Okay,
That's a hell of a year.
That's a whole year.
Hey,
That's 2009.
Look, I might drink
period.
this whole glass to 2009. Like, woo! Yeah, babe, let me tell you. Yeah, 2009 was when I met Shonda. I came to Delore in October
Yeah.
of 2009.
Mhm.
And like everybody always talk about how you learn how to your makeup look good. You do that. When I came to Delore, I never wore makeup. She the one that said, okay, come here. Come here, little girl. Like, and she literally showed me step by step how to do my makeup. So when people ask me, can you do my makeup? No. Shonda taught me how to do mine. She didn't teach me how to do everybody else's. Now when she called me to help with a little makeup on the side, I can do a little bit. I can help her. I can do the hell out of some hair. But the makeup artist was right here. So I remember that year. So I was learning Shonda. I think you had met. You probably came up there a couple of times trying to show your face and piss on the scenery and stuff, right? That's what it was. Okay.
market territory.
Yeah, he
and
was
all
trying. He
that.
was trying to monitor because I.
Oh, I'm still here though.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
still here.
yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Don't get your little job and don't do your little work. Yeah,
Right. You
I'm
still
right
here?
outside.
You outside? You outside? You didn't go too far, huh? I love it. Will was like, she ain't never out my sight.
I'm right here outside.
So we ain't gonna dwell on 2009 because Will say he don't want to, and I don't want him to be over here sweating
Nah,
too,
go ahead.
too tough. Okay, all right. Let's open up the tea bag.
Right.
So Shonda is single in 2009. What does that look like, Shonda?
Put yours.
So single in 2009. So let me see. So the divorce became final in 2009, but we actually separated like 2007. The end of 2007, we left our home, lost our home. To be honest, just
That was
keeping it
2008
real.
we lost that because that's when the market crashed.
It was 2007.
Yeah, right.
Right,
before the market
right
crashed.
before the market crash.
We had a 2-1 buy down.
Yeah,
But anyway,
yeah.
we lost it.
Yeah, we lost the house in 2007.
So, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Technical
I'm sorry.
difficulty.
Oh,
It's me.
Oh, okay. So yeah, 2007. That's when we officially split up. I went back to my mother's house with the kids, and I think he went to his mother's house or somewhere.
I was home. We just talked about
He said he was homeless.
You was homeless. You were homeless. Oh,
it. If I went to my mom's house, that wasn't my house.
Okay.
I didn't have a home.
All right.
But no, but yeah, go ahead.
So
Yeah, you were a man without your own.
You were the man without his own. So 2007. That was the end of 2007. So 2008, we were apart. And at first, it was kind of, it was a little rough, but we were still kind of friends a little bit. And then it just got ugly.
Okay.
So we both dated outside, once we separated and stuff like that, we both dated. So being on the dating scene in Atlanta, you already know how it is. You dating.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened?
You tell us what happened.
Yeah, you tell us what happened. Go
The
ahead.
dating scene in Atlanta.
Yeah, on the dating.
Ball.
You know what? You know what?
There you go.
Well, guess what?
There you go. We had a ball.
We had a ball.
We had a ball.
But it's dating, so
It's dating.
Right,
So, yeah.
right.
So we dated. I dated. He dated. And there you have it. That's what that was. We dated.
Stay right there 1 second.
Mhm.
Because we got this thing about people and dating. Dating is just that. Dating. Like that's a whole nother conversation we're gonna jump into. But I think people get so stuck on when you meet somebody and they got somebody else, or you're not all of their time. I'm like, but you just started dating.
Yeah.
this is what I say about dating.
Tell me.
Dating is disrespectful. There's no boundaries.
Right.
There's no understanding, no commit. There's no structure. There's nothing. It's just I call you when I call you. I see you when I see you. We get there. We do. We don't. We don't.
But do you think that's disrespectful or just being honest?
No, it's disrespectful to me because I couldn't date. I dated a girl one time. She said, "You're a horrible dater, but I can tell you probably be a wonderful husband."
Okay, well you probably
Because I'm
a
up
horrible
under
dater.
you. I'm breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What we going? What we doing tonight, tomorrow, and again the next day?
Yeah, you ain't no
See,
dater.
You ain't no
No
dater.
Nah,
dater.
you ain't no dater because
dater.
he one of them that we be like, if this Negro call
Come
one
one
more
more
time,
time.
I swear.
It's disrespectful. I can't do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
listen, from
That's-
your point of view.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. All right.
I'm not spending my time, money with somebody that's not. I can't get invested with you. I don't want to even spend no time with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not taking you out to eat, spend my money, then you don't call me for the next 3 days. No, I'm not doing that. I want my money back. Give my food back, you ate. Come here.
I was going to say something real crazy, but I don't think that was going to be suitable for tonight. So, okay, here we are, Shonda. You are dating and you out mingling. Y'all both are mingling. And I remember we were at Delore and it's 2010. And Shonda look a little sick, a little glow on her face. Was that
Uh-huh.
2010?
No, that was 2011.
Oh, 11. Let's fast forward a little bit. Shonda had a little glow on her face.
Mhm.
I said, "Whoa, you sure is glowing. Why is you glowing, Shonda?"
Girl, I don't know why I was glowing.
She was glowing.
glowing.
Why you were glowing, Shonda?
He trapped me.
He trapped
He
you.
trapped me.
How you trap you,
He
Shonda?
trapped me with the third love child.
Oh,
Cadence Rose. Cadence Rose. That's when the third love child baby
Hold
came.
on. We skipped the part. Now,
What?
Chris, I gotta tell you this.
okay. Back up.
Yeah, we backing up to the divorce.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The actual date
Oh Lord.
was like a sign. Listen, let me tell you something.
Okay. I'm listening. Let's
Because
listen, y'all. This
I-
is the divorce day, the day that y'all actually got divorced,
So
right?
I was at ease because the night before.
Wait. Let's set the picture up. Y'all, how did the divorce happen? Was it in court?
It was in court.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
so
had
y'all had to go.
go
Y'all
to
from
Cass App.
y'all from separate houses
Yeah.
because y'all was already separated.
No,
Y'all get to the.
But like I said, I was homeless, so I had to spend the night with her to be there on time.
Did you? No, you did.
But girl, we beat the booty the night before.
No, we did not. You got it messed
Hold
up.
on,
No.
time out,
You
time
got it
out,
messed up. No. Listen.
Time out. Let me tell
Listen.
the
No, let me
story
tell
how
the
it come
story.
to me.
Okay, no,
Because
You
I
said
started-
women first earlier. You said women first
But I
earlier.
started.
Yeah, but
No.
go ahead.
I
So
started.
let me go.
No.
Let me go.
So this is what happened.
Shonda, let him go.
Listen, the day
Go.
before, I spent the night. We wake up, we go to the courtroom together. Now it's pouring down raining. I mean, it's thunderstorm. So we get in the courtroom, the lights go out. So and the lights went out, we all had to go outside in the hallway. So we sit on the floor. I'm like, you still want to do this?
Oh, that was the sign that y'all. It was time to go.
No,
Y'all shouldn't have did it. Yeah, it was time to go. Y'all should have. Y'all should have never did
Lights
it.
come back on. We went in there. The judge like, hey, he's a great guy. Yeah. You got any problems? You come see me. We leave there and go back to her place.
Then we had sex.
Okay, so you get divorced and then
go have
you get,
sex.
you
Yeah,
know what I'm
we
saying?
Y'all went, whoa!
Exactly.
Look, I'm trying to make sure I see all the comments to see if what people saying. So y'all done went to divorce court.
Yep.
The lights done went off in divorce court.
Mhm.
You said, you sure you still want to do this?
Right, I'm laughing. I'm like, you see what's going on? It was signed from God.
It was signed in.
Boom.
Shonda said.
Get out.
Shonda said.
You still want
Yeah.
to do
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all go up, sign the paper.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all go. Do y'all go out to eat?
We in the same car. I don't know. It was raining so
Did y'all
hard.
eat?
We just went
I don't
straight
know.
back to her house.
I can't.
Y'all just went straight back to the house and did it.
Yep. And went to sleep.
Sleep.
And then when I woke up, I was like, "What are you doing? You just divorced this man. Now, are you gonna be divorced, or are you gonna play around? Because he not gonna take you serious if you still giving up the goods after you done got divorced."
I was cool.
So I was like, "Okay, you done did
I
this,"
think-
and then I severed it. Like,
Okay,
everything.
wait. I think we missed the part.
Uh-huh.
Why was there a divorce?
Oh,
Oh, several reasons.
Several.
Finances,
Okay.
maturity,
Okay.
leaving your family, clinging to your wife type deal. Just the whole thing about the union of being married.
Mhm.
I say probably for me, I didn't grab that concept to bring it into my marriage. I still tried to hold on to my mom,
Okay.
number one. Number two, I was chasing, the street life or bad, just different. Instead of focusing on a career or a real job, I was just chasing stuff.
So you didn't know how to
No,
date, but you know how to play
I was a player. What players
from the
do?
Himalaya.
Listen, man, that was easy.
Yeah.
But the stability, what your wife needs, the consistency, what your wife needs, just being a man for the household.
Right.
You can't come home and say, I don't have the mortgage this month,
Right.
But back in the day, you running the street, I ain't got it.
Right. Now, looking at your sons that you have, because we all have kids around the same age, and thinking about the responsibility that you took on as a man at that age, at 22, 21 and 22, like, do you really think that you were ready for marriage then?
Yeah. Again, like I said in the beginning, I was a different thinker at 14. So
Yeah, we knowing that you know who your wife is,
right.
but mentally ready at 23, like,
Well,
22, I mean.
Back then, like I told my wife, we have to evolve into who we are. I wasn't a father, but I know I have to evolve into this father.
Okay.
I wasn't a husband, but I got to evolve into this husband because you was a hair stylist, but you
I
had
did
to
evolve.
evolve into your style. You had to go to classes and go to conferences and go to stuff. You got to
Right.
get your craft together.
Okay.
So when people, and that's the thing, when people think about careers, jobs, and degrees, they don't give up on that. So you don't give up on your marriage or your relationships and being a father, being a wife, being a husband. You don't give up on that because women don't give up on their careers and their goals.
Okay, little deep thinker. I mean, listen, like out of everything, that made me really think because I think the way, and this is me dealing with women for the last 20 some years sitting in my chair. I think we go in it wanting that man to be who we want him to be right there, the next day, the next year, 10 years from now, and that continuation of being the same. But you made a great point. Like, you really got to build and grow, and you don't give up. You don't stop.
Like my wife, she's probably the best cook. I put her up against any chef. I don't care what the dish is. Her dish would probably be the best dish right then and there. Again, I don't care who it is. Rams, I don't care who it is. But when we got married, she couldn't make a hamburger helper.
Hey.
But I'm just saying.
But she had to grow.
She evolved.
She evolved.
Exactly.
Evolved.
So
Evolution.
when people say you're too young for this or you're too young for that, no, you ain't. Because you into this thing for the long haul. You into this thing just for right now.
Right.
So you don't even know what right now is.
That's crazy. That's because I think about that with the show. We're evolving. We're young. This is a baby.
Yeah.
And when it evolves, it's
Right.
going to really, really go.
You
Shut
gonna
up,
remember
Will.
this.
You he done made y'all women think. No, look, he done made women think. No, listen, y'all. Listen. Like, young love has to evolve. Now, can you say this, Will? When you evolve, can you be on different pages in real lives? No, I'm saying,
Oh.
let me finish.
Okay.
Like, can you say two people grow different or two people grow same? Or is there a time to say, yeah, that didn't work?
You grow different. Definitely. You just got to be willing to compromise when things don't work and have an understanding that, okay, all right, I tried it this way, so maybe I'll try it this way. So it's just a understanding. Like, I have taken a back seat with my wife about a lot of things because growing up, I was the hustler.
Okay.
I was in the streets. I was the entrepreneur. I had a limo company. At 18, I had a beeper company. Went from beeper company to limos to the streets, real estate. But my wife always had the job. She had the insurance. She was the one who was more stable. I was up and down.
Okay.
Now she's the hustler.
Okay.
Now I'm the corporate guy.
Oh, so the roles reversed.
But it makes more sense because now this is our third home. This is our third primary residence, but we bought several. Well, we bought 2, 3 investment properties. But the first 2 homes were in her name by herself.
All right, now, Shonda. now, I'm not gonna take nothing away from your part.
Okay.
Because it's always two sides, 3 sides, 3 sides. His side, her side, and the truth. Yes, we got a question. Who asked for the divorce? Well, see, that's what I was getting ready. Look, I was getting ready to go into it. Well, Will wasn't, because Will trying to get her to come back at the courtroom.
At the courtroom, right.
So for Shonda, why did you get a divorce?
So the reason why I got a divorce, why I asked for the divorce, and the reason why is because, like I said in the beginning, when you asked what was good about the marriage, and I said it was good within our household. So we had we had outside factors that were very pressing, very demanding. And he, in a nutshell, really didn't know how to deal with it because it was things that he brought in. The instability with the career, and we had 2 young kids, and then he also had 2 other outside kids.
Okay.
And then Sugar Mama love her to death, but he has a very overbearing mother, and he was a mama's boy to me.
Okay.
What to me?
She did not interrupt your part.
I interrupt you.
No,
he was I'll tell you why I had an issue with him being a mama's boy, because whatever basically she told him to do, he kind of did it in the sense of career. Like, oh, I got this hustle.
Purpose.
Oh, come on, go. Let's go to the Super Bowl, Miami. Let's get these limos. Okay, well, go ahead, because I'm being that supportive wife to go do the limos for the Super Bowl. But then when you come back a week later, I'm like, where the money at?
He
Ain't
done
no
spent
money.
it all in Miami. He went to Miami.
Either he done spent it or didn't make it, but either way, it wasn't looking good for what was in our household.
Right.
So I couldn't keep going through that over and over again with two little kids. And like he said, I was the one that was more stable on the finances. That's unfair to me.
Right.
And once, okay. Two, okay. Three times, okay. And after that, it's becoming a pattern. I'm like, you know what? This ain't it. So that upon the outside kids, and then the overbearing mom, and then it just got to be too much.
Gotcha.
So I was just like, yeah, this ain't it. And we separated. We separated once before in 2006. And we separated for like maybe 4 months or so. Not even that long. Maybe like 2 months.
Mhm.
He moved out of the house. He moved out of our first house. Yeah, he moved out of the first house when we was living in Riverdale, and then you meet people representative. So the representative came back like, I got it together. Okay, so we young, we got a family. So I want my husband, I want my family. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's come on and do this thing.
Right.
And so
Yeah, you got to get it.
So we stayed together. That was 2006. So we stayed together for about another year.
Okay.
To 2007, to like the end of 2007. And then the outside kids were not much as an issue anymore. I mean, they were still there, but it wasn't like a issue with how it was in the beginning. And it was more so of the finances, because we're wanting to grow and do this and do that, and that's when I started my second career as an esthetician, because I'm like, okay, I'm working at Georgia Power. First, I was in school at Georgia Perimeter going for dental hygiene, and I was working, and I had 2 babies.
Okay.
So I'm doing all this. I'm hustling.
She's corporate,
still.
but she been hustling a long time.
Still.
She got hustle in her. She started off with hustle.
I got
Don't do
hustle
that.
in it. I
Pay
started
attention.
out-
Turn around.
I
That's
got-
all right. That's all right.
I was born with this stuff. Don't play with me.
No, she was born with that
So
hustle.
I had 2 kids. We had 2 kids, and I was going to school, and I was working. And I saw, after like countless interviews with Georgia Power, that they're a good old boy system. So it was not what you know, but who you knew. So when I saw that I wasn't really getting nowhere with that, and dental hygiene, it was so strict to get into that program. 2 kids, my brain cells start depleting. So some of that chemistry and stuff,
I get it.
I couldn't get it. So one of his cousins at the time, girlfriends, was like, hey, we went out to lunch one time, and she was like, hey, what's going on? We was just catching up because we were friends, and we started talking about aesthetics. She was like, that's a career, right? And I was like, really? What's her name? Melanie.
Okay.
Melanie. She, we were at, I think it was at Olive Garden, and we were talking about aesthetics, and she was like, yeah, I'm in school for it. You should check it out. So I checked it out, and I was like, okay, this is something I could really do, because I've always loved, I knew I wanted to be a business owner, and I love working with my hands. That's where dental hygiene came in, because I love everything. I love stuff to look pretty, look good.
Gotcha.
So dental hygiene didn't work out because the chemistry wasn't working. Then I went on over into aesthetics. And I was in esthetician school and real estate school at the same
time. With 2 kids.
With 2 kids.
All right. How old were you?
I had to be in my late 20s.
Oh, I just need the 20-year-olds to hear how active we were when we were younger. Right. Okay. 2 kids. 2 kids. 2 kids. And school,
dental hygiene,
and real estate.
Yeah.
All right. So you said I can't have him in my life no more because he's holding me back financially. Was that was like the main kicker that broke
That
the
was
camel's back.
Yeah, that was the main. That was the main.
Now let's
kicker.
let's sit right there because I know people gonna want to know because Will at the beginning of the show said that he didn't want any outside kids. He wanted to be in the house with all his kids. So I'm gonna put you a little like what made you decide not one but two? Like how did that mindset? Where was that
Oh no,
that different mindset?
yeah,
You was a street.
yeah, I was distraught. No, you say my mindset?
Yeah, because
Well, it happened so fast. So
they happen fast. Yeah, it usually do.
No, I'm saying like
Okay.
I was young.
Boom, boom.
I was young, and it happened fast.
Okay.
So when I finally realized what had happened, I was like, no, this is not what I want. So
Okay.
I always learn from people's mistakes. So I would see my father, my dad, my biological father. He didn't have a pot picture. He didn't have any stability in his life.
Okay.
He lived with different women. He was the Rolling Stone where he laid his hat. And growing up, I tried to emulate that. At 18, I remember at one point when I was like 5 or 6, he would pick me up and take me to different women's houses, and he would make them give me money, put in my wallet.
Mhm.
So at 18, I did the same to him. I picked him up and took him to different women that I was dealing with and said, "Give my dad some money," because that's what he had done to me. So I was trying to show him I can be like you.
Okay.
But the flip side of it was that wasn't what you wanted to be like, because when I look at this man, he has nothing.
Right.
He has no house. He has no career. He has nothing. So that's why I got married, because I see myself with 3 kids at 22, not married, nothing, and I was like, I'm falling into the same cycle as my father.
Right.
That's not what I want. So yeah, I end up saying, no, this got to change.
Okay. But one more slipped in, so that was full.
Who slipped?
Did you say 2 more kids outside?
No. At the time,
Oh, okay.
it was
Mine wasn't. Mikhail was
Contrell wasn't
included.
born
Yeah,
yet.
Contrell
Gotcha.
wasn't born yet.
Gotcha.
Contrell
Gotcha.
wasn't born. So it was
Okay.
3 at the time that I got married.
Gotcha. Okay, so here we are. They are divorced. They are 3 kids in, 2 with Shonda, 1 outside kid doing at the divorce,
No, 2 outside kids.
2 outside kids at the divorce,
Mhm.
2 kids in the
No, at
house.
the divorce, it was 4.
So it's 4
Yeah,
and
that's
After divorce.
That's what she just said.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Trying to bring everybody up to par, see where we are. You know,
Mhm.
we don't want to linger it on too far along, but we're trying to get y'all to see what has really happened in this first part of the marriage. So when I take from it, like they were really young. You got a divorce at what age? 20,
How old were we?
31.
Yeah.
31 got married. So right at almost 10 years, they've had 4 kids come in this marriage and a lot of financials up and down. And Will was a mama's boy. So that caused the big let's go. But mind you, y'all, now their story has to be real unique because I don't know too many people who go to divorce court and leave the court and go and have sex.
The divorce wasn't by that.
Divorce meant something to Shonda, Will.
Yeah,
You
it
can't,
meant
you
something to
can't,
me.
you
Yeah.
cannot
Okay.
deny what it
What
meant
it
to
meant
her.
to her was, I get that, but what we had never, we didn't have a problem. There was no problem between me and her. It was just situation. Because if she had a problem with me, I couldn't be in her presence. Divorces to me are like that's bad. You go your way, I go my way. Don't look at me. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Like we
You
didn't
got
have
a point.
Mhm.
we didn't have that. Like we
That came after the divorce.
That came after the divorce.
Yeah. So
Okay.
when I realized, like, girl, what is you doing?
Okay, so you had to
Get
talk
it
to
together.
yourself.
Yeah, I had to talk
You had
to
to get
myself.
yourself
like,
together.
Get it together. Like, you just divorced this man because he wasn't doing what you needed in general as a husband. You can't keep sleeping with him, like, because then he ain't gonna never get it right.
Right.
He gonna think you playing. He gonna think he could do this and then add more onto it. Oh, now he could be like, oh well, we divorced, but she still letting me have sex. I'm still over here, so now I can go date Lisa, Kim, Tiffany, Keisha. You know what I'm saying? I can go do all this because you know what I'm saying. So I had to be like, okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
Shonda, you said a mouthful.
Yeah.
Because I think that's where a lot of women go wrong. We don't know how to cut it off because we are still connected by the heart, as
Yeah.
Will would say. There was still a divine connection But to make Will grow up, Will would have never grown up if Shonda hadn't cut it all the way off. Now, as evolving as he would have been,
It's cool
he'll
to
still
say
be
that.
evolving. He probably would have
It's cool to
still.
say that.
But if Shonda hadn't have said, "You cannot have me and the world at the same damn time," it wouldn't have gave him a reason to say I needed to evolve from that. That's this is my opinion. So when y'all decided to say I like you again, when did this?
It's
when-
so crazy. Like we really have a divine connection because this was I remember it so vividly.
Me
It
too.
was February in 2010. I had one of my clients at Delore. Her name was Samantha, and she had become a client of another. She was my makeup client, and she was Sherry's hair client.
Okay.
And so Samantha would always come in bubbly. She was the teacher and a cheerleader coach at Doug. She graduated from Doug. She was a teacher and a cheerleader coach at Doug. And then young girl, Samantha was probably in her mid-30s, and she had a son. And all of a sudden, out of a blue,
Samantha went to Douglas.
Samantha went to Douglas. Out of the blue, she had a heart attack in her sleep and died. She had a heart attack in her sleep and died. And her best friend, Robin, that used to always come up to the hair salon with her, you know, she reached out to Sherry and I and said that her family's, they said that what they told us was we kind of helped Samantha change in whatever way. They said she was so happy. She loved coming to get her hair done. She loved coming to get her makeup done and da. And they wanted everybody to see her last time looking her best, how she was feeling. And so they asked us to do her hair and her makeup one final time. And so that was my first time ever doing a deceased person, and it kind of freaked me out because I had never done it before. But at the same time, I wanted to honor her and her family's wishes by doing that. So I did the makeup and everything, and we went to the funeral and came back home. And that night, I was just spooked, couldn't go to sleep. You know, you think about dead people, you like, oh, is she gonna come? You know, is she gonna come? She gonna come be like, girl, what you doing? You know, she
I
gonna
remember
scare.
this.
I was scared. I was so scared to go to sleep. I was just in my apartment because by this time I had me and the boys. I had an apartment. You know, we had an apartment set up. You know, we were living and doing our thing. So I was so scared. I was. What you say?
Nothing. Pay him no
I was
attention,
so
Shonda.
scared, you know, because I just seen my friend, you know, that I had to do her makeup, and now she's gone. So I was just sitting in my living room watching TV, couldn't go to sleep, and then my phone rang, and it was Will, and I'm like, hello. It had to be like 10 something, 11 something at night. He was like, is everything okay? He was like, I just got a feeling that you're not okay, that something is going on. I was like, no, everything is not okay. He was like, you want me to come over? I said, yes. And he was at a club. I don't know where he was at. He was somewhere turned up. Wherever he was at my house within the next 15 minutes. He was at my house. And that was the
I was at
beginning.
the pool hall in Moreland. Right
That
there,
was the
in
beginning
Atlanta.
of us
Pool hall where the old
starting
SS
back.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was at the pool hall out Moreland.
So you was ready to leave the streets. You was ready to
No,
leave
right
the
out
streets.
Moreland. She was right out Cleveland.
Yeah, I
So
lived
I
on
was-
Cleveland Avenue. Yeah.
But no, I had got a knot in my stomach. No lie.
Yeah.
We done. I'm like, I ain't fooling this girl no more. I'm moving on.
Gotcha.
Not. I mean, right. What's going on? Hey, man, what's up? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
because to me, like, the divorce was a walk of death. I done so many things during the divorce that I'm ashamed to tell y'all what I've done.
Well, we don't even want to hear it.
Not according to any, anything. It's just what I went through and what I would do to make my mind, at ease about being divorced from my wife. So when my stomach got in a knot, I was like, I just called her and she was like, no, and I just went over there. And I don't think we separated since. I don't think we ever left.
No.
No, I don't think so neither, because he was at Delore every day from then. That's why I was like, oh, they back together. Her little smile started looking like a smile. That's when that glow started coming. That's when that glow started coming. If we get back to that little glow they had, and then that's when the love child came.
Yeah.
The love child, Cadence.
Yeah.
how did that affect Shonda? Because Shonda had your boys were what?
Wrong.
They were like
12
13 and
6.
yeah, Mikhail was 15, so Kentra had to be like 12, 11.
Oh yeah, y'all was getting ready to do this thing all over.
Yeah.
It was almost wrong.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Boys were almost grown. And we had started back being friends, and then we had started back dating, and then I had let him move back in. And so yeah, we were still, everything was nice. And then when Cadence came, I was like, because I still had, I mean, I'd be honest, I still had sometimes where I was like, girl, you gonna do this again? Like, what you doing? Like, if you gonna do this again, we for real or whatever. But then when I got pregnant, I was like, okay,
We're doing this again.
we
we doing this.
doing
We in this.
again. We
Yes.
doing this again. Yeah,
Yes.
it's like no going back now. This is it.
Okay.
But it wasn't saying that from a negative perspective. It was just saying that as a confirmation perspective. Like
Gotcha.
this is what
This is what we're gonna
doing. Because a little maybe TMI, but I'm gonna just say it. Before then, I had a miscarriage.
Okay.
Not him. And
Gotcha.
I've never had one before in my life. So I was like, well, maybe I can't have kids anymore. Hadn't done nothing different or whatever. So I was like, oh, well. But then he come along.
And boom.
Murder, murder. So.
Soulmate. Soulmate. Look, we'll done put something up in there.
Right.
Can't nothing be born in here without me.
Whatever you done to me.
Already been done to you. Boy, I tell y'all, I am loving the conversation. We are here with the kitchens, talking live from the kitchen table, straight from the chair. And Mr. Will is now back in the picture because he has impregnated his ex-wife.
Mm-hmm.
This is his ex-wife at this point, with a baby girl. Now, I say baby girl because when I tell you, Shonda was overly excited that she was having this girl. Like, this was like everybody. This Cadence became the Lord's baby. Like, we was all waiting for the baby girl to come. So how did that change you, Will? I mean, you have your 2 daughters. Okay, but here's a daughter with your wife in your house. Yeah. How does that?
I mean, it's very humbling. Daughters humble. Daughters, they soften the man.
Okay.
But it was what my wife wanted because she had 2 boys. I had a daughter, so she wanted a daughter. So it was making it complete to give her what she wanted, and it was just like, okay, now we can solidify everything. It doesn't have to be just the boys. It could be the boys with me, and then you have your daughter. Y'all can do your daughter thing. We can do our boys thing. So it was very good. Very good.
Good. How did that feel for you, Shonda?
Yeah, I was over the moon.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
I was excited. It was once I was excited when I got pregnant anyway. But once I found out it was a girl, it was like
Yeah.
on 10. Everything on 10. Decorating, clothes, just
Everything.
the whole 9.
Yeah.
It was crazy because we had clothes on our home for a week.
Oh yeah. So when we
It's like simultaneously.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I was getting ready to ask you, like, now where did the living situation go? Because you were in an apartment at first. You had moved in, and now you are pregnant.
yeah. So
So
we
y'all-
had been looking for a home because we know we needed space. We were in a 2-bedroom apartment up 3 flights of stairs. So 9 months pregnant, Cleveland Avenue. Yeah, and that time,
Zone
like it is
3.
now, Cleveland Avenue was rough. So to be honest, when I used to get off the expressway with the boys, I would make them duck down. I didn't want them to see where we lived at really, because it was really, really bad over there at that time. And I didn't want them to see that and think that was okay. This is going to be your environment and stuff like that. So sometimes we would get off the exit, and if I saw too much going on, they out there gambling or pants down, they loud cussing, I'd be like, duck down till we pull into the apartment, because I didn't want them to see. I just didn't.
Gotcha.
And so,
That was deep.
so when we started looking for the home, you know, that you know how that process is. This is a long process, and you know, yeah, that's a long process.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I
so,
can imagine.
so when I was on the table, um, in the delivery room, about to give birth, I got a phone call, and I was like, "Y'all can?" They was like, "Let's get your phone. Let's get your phone." I'm like, "Do not get my phone because I'm waiting on the call from the loan officer to tell me about whether this loan was
Clear
approved and clear to close."
Little close.
And so when I was on the table, I was them contractions was hitting. They was hitting. I was like, "Uh-uh." I got that phone call. She was like, "Clear to close. Closing date is on this date." I was like, "Whoo, okay, get the phone." So we had Cadence, and we went back home to the apartment. But then 6 weeks later is when we moved clothes and moved into our new home.
Oh, look at y'all. Now y'all in the new home
Uh-huh.
and y'all got a new baby, 6 weeks. Baby got already, I can only imagine what the room looked like, the
Yeah.
baby room. You got your
Two
boys.
rooms.
Yeah.
Had two rooms.
Of course. Of course. She's been the princess. Like, how many rooms she got now?
One.
Your ass ain't
One.
Look, they done grew up all the little lovey dovey with
Right.
Cadence. You get one room, Cadence.
bigger
Give her
now.
ass.
That's it. One room.
All right, so let's move. Let's talk a little bit about now that y'all back together, y'all got this house, and financially, you said a lot of the things for divorce was financial for you, stability, the money not coming in. How did that start drifting? Because I think that's where people forget. People think it's always just about the cheating
Right.
or the outside kids. You know, some of those things you can get past, but that financial, that part right there, that's that's a huge step. What did that look like once y'all bought this house?
Well, I think I got more discipline financially, and I relinquished the payroll money strictly towards the house. Like I would put most of my direct deposit into her account because she was.
So at this point, you done came out the streets.
Oh,
You got a real job.
Yeah, I'm 95.
Uh-oh.
So
Okay.
I would. Well, I'm gonna go back. One thing that I really liked about I'm gonna go back. No, I'm serious. One thing that what attracted me to my wife when she was 18, she was balancing a checkbook, so I knew she was good with money.
Okay.
So I knew we didn't have a problem in that area. So I would give her money back in the day. But anyway, so now moving forward, I said, okay, you know what? I'm bad with money. I'm just bad with it.
Okay.
Sorry, spend it. So I would say me relinquishing most of the money to take care of the household allowed us to move forward and have a little bit more stability.
Okay. Okay.
So it was easier. Now I have because the money was coming in more. I
Okay.
wasn't worried about where I'm gonna get it from. I knew every 2 weeks I was gonna get a check from the job I was working. So
You understood at that point what stability meant.
yeah,
You
well,
understood
yeah,
that
I didn't want to go back to what you know what I'm saying. Like,
what got you.
but that was the first time that I had worked a job like that for that long. I worked there all the time for 6 years.
Okay.
I had never held a job that long.
Okay. Okay. So he realized like it took stability. Like you can't just be in the street and then all of a sudden, boom, I need a 9 to 5 and things change. I know that was a little struggle because now Shonda is working a hustled job that you don't know what it's gonna be like. And we worked in the same building, so people reaction to their check on Fridays, so you could tell they had a good week or they had a bad week.
I'm telling you.
And one of the things I always tell people that I realize it's the mentality of people sometimes because when I was here, some of the girls would be like, girl, here come our WIC checks, here come our WIC checks. I'd be like, well, I ain't gonna claim that. I don't need it to be no WIC checks. So me and Shonda like, I don't want no WIC check. I want my money. So that was a grinding time for all of us. I think we were really grinding, and at this particular time at that salon, I think the owner had a group of driven women
Yes.
and men that were really ready to take it to another level. And We ain't even gonna talk about how the mark was missed and
Yeah.
what all of that. But I think because we were all such boss women that the place became too small because boss women were trying to get on their own.
Yeah.
But it could have been done in a great way if people could see that there's more room, it's room for more than one boss. And that was a lesson for me. That was a lesson for me. Oh, okay, listen. So we had to pause for a second because we have gone past the 1 hour mark on Instagram. And uh-huh. He put it up in the archive. So what we're gonna do for the Instagram people, we're gonna give them a second to come back on. He's gonna go back live on Instagram. Yeah, because they cut off in an hour. Just cheers to social media and how technology works while you're doing these live podcasts, because we're still live on Facebook and YouTube. That's fill me up, Shonda, a little bit too. And we want to continue this convo. That's good. Yeah, we want to continue this convo because there's some great things that came out, and this couple is going to have a book. And I think what they've talked about tonight has been such an inspiration for couples to really understand. Will had something so profound to say earlier, is that you evolve when you're in relationships. Like even in careers, you evolve. And Will, that's one thing that I tell a lot of people when they were asking me about marriage. I was like, it's like a job. I said, some days you wake up, you can't stand going. Some days you wake up, you love going. Some days you tired, you don't want to talk to nobody. It's the same. A marriage is work. But I also know if you feed it negativity all the time, you're going to get negativity back. And I think that's sometimes when the rock hits the, what is it called? The road and the rock and the road. Yeah, is when somebody is more negative and somebody is more positive, or vice versa, and you can't find that balance. One of the things that has helped me with where I am in my marriage is therapy. Did y'all ever get therapy? Did y'all ever do any kind of therapy?
Yeah, we did.
Did you? What'd you say?
I do a lot of self. I self. That's it.
Okay. You do the man in the mirror.
Yeah, because I know where I want to be and where I want to go.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's good. I mean, a lot of people can't.
but therapy is good because it allows you to see stuff on the outside. You don't. If you're going one way and you're really going wrong, you need therapy to show you that you're not doing it the right way.
Right.
I feed off the energy of other people. If I'm doing something wrong, I feel that because I know that they didn't like what I did, so let me figure something out and change it. But yeah, I do a lot of self therapy, but therapy is good though.
Okay.
I
Okay.
like therapy.
You, Shonda?
Yeah, we did therapy.
Oh, good. She don't
I
like.
do. Yes, I do.
You don't care for therapy. That's
She
different.
don't like about telling her what to do, so she don't like therapy.
I do.
Be honest, Shonda. You didn't care for therapy too much, or
I
you like
did.
it?
We went to therapy, but we didn't finish it.
Okay.
But yeah, we went to therapy. So yeah,
You feel it helped you? You know? She
Yeah.
said she liked it. Okay.
He like.
But that's the point. You know, I think with therapy, especially doing marriage therapy, like I'm not in marriage therapy. I'm in self therapy. So I need to analyze myself. Like I had to work on Crystal, and I think that's the other thing when you are as young as you are, you don't know who you really are, and then in your 30s you're trying to figure it out. And then you get to your 40s and you like, I don't give up. Who think I'm what? And now you got to put all of that together and try to still be this wonderful person, wife, or human being. And you like, well, why do I act like that? So for me, it's self-therapy. So I am doing the man in the mirror. Let me focus on me. And what I don't do now is allow people in situations to get me out of my character. That's where I'm working on. Like, how do I control me? Because the minute I think that, I'm a control freak. That's trying to like, y'all know, I've been that way. So, like, and the minute I think that somebody else has control over me, I'm like, oh, hell no. So the fact that I realized in therapy that someone being able to control my emotions by their actions was giving them control over me, I'm gonna halt that. I'm gonna halt that. So I'm gonna control myself, like whether I'm gonna stay cool, collected, whatever. I'm gonna cry when I get home, but not right now. I'm gonna keep it moving because you're not gonna have control over me. So that's where I learned like self control and working on that in the marriage as we are where we are now. I'm working on Crystal. That's my whole focus now is to work on me.
Yeah, I think self-therapy is good. I mean, to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
A lot of people they hold in stuff. They have baggages from different relationships, situations. Childhood. Yeah, stuff happened
Yes.
growing up.
Yes.
You've seen stuff.
Yes.
So you have to get those things out and understand why you react to certain things when someone do something because they don't know what you went through. They
Exactly.
don't understand that you've seen something.
And you don't realize
Right.
what you went through.
Right.
You don't realize if it was good or bad.
Right.
You don't realize how it has affected your life. And you know, if we can be frank, like a lot of us maybe did not grow up in the perfect two-parent household.
Right.
So to see what a husband and a wife look like, where we gonna get that example
Right.
from?
Because I didn't get that. I got that from one of my best friends. His dad was a principal of my high school. Mom was an APS school teacher. And they had the perfect, like, it looked good on the outside. But as we got older, they had some issues. But when I tell you, the mother, the wife, controlled and ran the house like it was supposed to be. And I was like, wow, this is what it's about when you have a wife. Like, that was my ideal wife.
That's what you thought.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because she did everything. Like, the husband came home, he sat in his recliner, but didn't have these big boy recliners.
Right.
He put his feet up. She brought him his beverage of choice. 15, 20 minutes later, she brought him his food, or he ate at the table. But it was just like, wow, we sitting here watching the game, playing a video game. I'm like, she is on point. But you saw that as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But you had to compare that though. You had to compare what was right and what was wrong.
But
like
at home, my mom was never home. She was hustling. She was in the street. She
Gotcha.
was selling clothes and doing what she was doing.
Right. But you had to, like, with me, I didn't think that what my mom was doing was wrong. I didn't think her going to work and coming home that a man went in the house. Because now, mind you, now, when my parents got married, because I was today years old, that I found out that they had me in November, got married in December, and was an annulment in January. So, like, I've never seen what a quote unquote happy marriage looked like. Yeah, I had aunts and, you know, they had marriages, but not in my household. But I take that back. My grandfather and my grandmother were in my household. But my grandfather was the more quiet type, and my grandmother, to me, everybody, my grandma just seemed like she got on my granddad's nerves because she was just always this hot woman. They call her Spark, was her nickname. She was just, whatever she said came out all the time, whoop, whoop, whoop. And that's how she was. And my granddad father was this quiet, laid back type of dude. So it was not like, and they didn't sleep in the same, they slept in the same bed for a little bit, but most of the time, most of my life, they slept in separate rooms. So I still didn't see that nice love. And they were grandparents. So they wasn't, you know, they didn't hold hands and do all that and show what love was supposed to be. So you don't get to see what that looks like. Like my brother tells me his image was like my grandfather, take care of the house, go to work, and that's it. The wife take care of the home. And we all know that that's different now. We all know because you got a wife that's a boss, and she ain't just sitting at home. Now, Shonda loves to cook. Not I. Ain't never been my thing. I just, they can invite me over. I go over every day. I ain't no shame in my game. That's just not my thing. And my husband never ever required that. That was never something like, I ain't never dated no man and said, hey, come over and have dinner. That's just not my thing. But it doesn't make it wrong or right. But what they have created was great for them. So getting back on track with y'all's story, we are now in our new house, 3 kids inside the home. When do we get to say, okay, it's time to say I do again?
Because we got married in a whole nother house.
Yeah, when we got married, we were, so.
Y'all were almost like lawfully married then at that point.
Yeah, we were locked. When Cadence came, we was just about lawfully married. because we had got back together in like
What is it called?
2010.
Not lawfully married. What is it called?
Common
Common law.
Yeah.
Common law marriage. Okay.
Yeah. So we had started back dating or being together in 2010. Then Cadence came in 2011, and that's when it was like, okay, we're together. Anything else we had is no more. We're together in 2011,
Right.
and so we didn't get remarried though until 2019. But
Okay.
because I think it took so long because we were used to each other. So it was like we was already married again anyway.
Hmm.
So we just decided to do it again. I think when we sold the home, when we sold the second home, we was just like, let's really do everything together. Let's get remarried. Let's just really solidify
Yeah,
this
that's
whole
what it
thing that we're doing. Let's build this legacy
Okay.
and let's do it the right way completely. So that's when we decided to get remarried. And we did that in the beginning, February 15th, 2019. And this time it was just him and I at the courthouse downtown Fulton. Now we did have a few witnesses, his mama,
Okay.
two of my sisters, and my niece. Those were our little flower girl witnesses in the courthouse stand. But yeah, I made my bouquet in the car. And,
Now,
I made my
if
bouquet in
y'all
the
just
car.
now joining, if y'all just now joining, listen to this. They started off with a huge wedding at the age of 22, 21, 10 bridesmaids, the whole shebang. What did you say the reception was? On the golf course, the reception on the golf course, everything. To when it really came down to it, it's just me, you, and the judge,
Right.
and these 5 people out here saying, "Woo woo, let's
Right.
go."
Stand in
That's
line.
it.
Next.
Stand in line.
Stand in
Next.
line, next. Right.
What you say, Shonda? I see you put a post that said, "I'm getting ready to walk down the aisle." That means to the
To the judge.
to the judge
up
stand.
To the judge. Up
Yes.
To the judge stand.
Yes.
That's
So
basically what
at
it
this
was.
point, y'all realize ain't no use to investing all this money in.
Because we was trying to at that time we were on the way to purchasing our dream home.
Okay.
It was being built.
Okay.
So at this time we was actually living with his uncle because we had sold our second home and we were getting the home that we live in now built from the ground up. So we had to go live with his uncle while the home was being built. So it was the honeymoon was at the AC hotel right there by Lenox. We had a staycation.
Okay.
It was beautiful. It was almost, I would say, better than the first one because we knew what we were doing this time for real.
Wow.
Like we really knew what we was doing. The
Wow.
first time it was, we were in love, and we're in love now, but it was in love with like just clueless,
Right. Right.
with a lot of fluff.
This
We know.
like it just makes you smile because it's almost like when you do this thing, you're like, listen, ain't nobody got time to feed all them people.
That part.
Let me tell y'all. Let me tell you. So here y'all are married again. Shonda, how you feel in the second marriage? Because what I will say is, social media portrays a life that people want to see. People like to see happiness, or they like to see drama.
Yeah.
But if you got real people on your side, they come to you and don't be putting your drama out there. So all you can do is post the good. Like it's hard. It's like a catch-22. Like people say, well, social media is fake, but then you really don't want to post your real because now you're putting your business out there and you don't want nobody to know what you really got going on. But then it's a contradiction because now y'all only want to see what makes you smile. But looking at Shonda and Will's page, and I know, but looking at their page, she's always smiling. He seems like to love her because his page is just as much about her as her page is just about him. Like they really balance themselves with how much love. Now you don't go on his page and post for him, do you?
No.
Okay.
I let him do that, but I'm trying to teach him how to. He's like, well, just you post it on the kitchen table page because I don't know how to do all that. And I'm like, just post, just do it.
Yeah.
Do something.
Just post it. So like the smiles that you have is real.
Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah.
What makes you smile again?
What makes me smile again is because he understood what I said, what I said when I meant what I said. Like, if we're gonna do this again, you have to be the man and be stable and provide. Like, you have to be who you say you want to be. You can't just talk
Say
about
that part again out loud. Say, look right into the camera right there. Say that part again.
it. You have to be who you think you want to be. You just can't talk about it. Like I said it one time, I think I was talking to somebody else, and I said when he reintroduced himself to me,
Woo!
because you have to come correct. Like we grown, we want stuff, we want to grow, we want, we want the night. Him and I both like the finer things in life.
I love it.
So if we're gonna have the finer things in life, one person can't be doing it by themselves, or else it ain't gonna get done. So both of us have to be putting forth the effort to have the finer things in life. So with this home, our biggest purchase on a golf course, on a lake, with a basement,
Okay.
over 6,000 square feet, we both bought the home in both of ours
Look at that.
for the
Look-
first time.
Look at
Yeah,
that. Look
yeah.
at that. Look at that.
All utilities in my damn name.
All the utilities this time is in his name.
How about that?
I ain't putting no bills in
No
my
bills
name
in her name except the mortgage.
There you go.
And it's just for to be on the house. It's
There
just
you
to
go.
be on the house. I
That's
love
it.
it. So we
That's
were
it.
talking, Will, to Shonda when you stepped away, just asking her, like, being on social media, people like this fakeness, but Shonda always has this smile on her face. And it seems like you go the extra mile to make sure she has this smile on her face. Is it true, or you just posting?
No, that's what I mean. Like that's what I pride myself in to make sure that she's smiling. I can remember I gave her her first surprise birthday party. I think she was 20,
Mhm.
21. We was at the bottom of a what was that?
Shark bar.
Shark bar.
Wow, the shark
So
bar.
I had done got it all, did my thing, and that's what I like. I like to see her smile. So
Mhm.
that's what drives me to see her smile. So she's not fake. Like I really try to make sure she smiles. I'm not perfect.
Oh, of course.
I'm not
Yeah.
perfect. Like
No,
so.
nobody is.
Kevin Gates said something profound. He said, "No one shows their lows on social media. They don't show their highs."
Mhm. That's
So
what we said.
right. So,
Yep.
so on social media, you're gonna see the highs
Hmm.
because the lows are negative, and the
Right.
negative is drama, and drama is people get to talk and say this and say that, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Well, I
just,
said earlier when you were away, I said that people say they want to see the real, but when your real friends see you put out there, well, me and Shonda got into it last night, and they calling you, they like, hey, don't take that down, don't put that out there like that, y'all don't, you ain't got to show it like that. But then it's like when you send all these pretty pictures and y'all holding hands, they like, is it real? Y'all ain't always like that, like.
Yeah.
So what is it that you want to see? So it's not so much that social media is fake. It's that the world requires, if you're not ratchet,
right.
so we can see what you got going on,
Mhm.
or if you're not smiling, it's like y'all want to see the middle. Y'all don't want to see an argument, and then after the argument we can kiss.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
And somebody gonna take sides.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Somebody gonna say, well, didn't you just say you went through with her, man? Come on, man, you tripping.
exactly. I went through with her 5 minutes ago, but
we back.
right now we back.
Now we
Don't
back.
talk
We
about
back. Don't you
Yeah,
better not say
yeah,
nothing.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Right. So here we are. How many years has it been?
So it's been since 99.
99. So we're over 20 years. We're over 20 years. We're back married in our dream home. And you all have created this brand called The Kitchen Table. What inspired The Kitchen Table?
Conversation.
Conversations. Yeah,
About
just
our
talking
last
about
name.
our last name and
As a
what
kid,
kind
I
of
got,
legacy we
I
want to
got
leave.
teased about my last name a lot.
Okay.
I should have went to culinary school to be a chef and started a restaurant called
The Kitchen.
Forever,
Gotcha.
Mhm.
because it's my last name. But just sitting at home talking, like I said, she's a great chef, and we just sit there at the table, because that old school sets in. We really like to eat dinner together as a family
Okay.
when she cooked. Like
Okay.
ain't no like most of the time.
Yeah, Shonda food make you want to sit down, look like it make you want to just sit down. She plated and everything. I be on their page like, damn, I wish you would. Shoot, I should call them, see what they's having, get a little extra dinner. I know Danielle be calling all the time, you know.
Bring me a plate of work.
Shout out to
Bring me a
Danielle.
plate. Yeah.
Back in the day, people used to eat in the living room, in
Right.
the bedroom,
Everywhere. But y'all like the kitchen table.
We like to go bring it back. And the kitchen table.
Yep.
I love it. Now, does that include everybody, or that's just mainly mostly you and
All
her?
us, the boys too.
Bring
I
y'all
call,
ass down.
bring,
Dad,
come downstairs
come
and eat. You want to eat this food? You're gonna come down here and eat it when I
Right
serve it, or else
Oh.
you ain't gonna eat it.
Oh, y'all real old school.
Yeah.
Everybody got to eat at the same
Everybody
time.
gotta
If you
eat
was
at
at
the
our
same
house, you
time.
could
Oh, I got to come downstairs too?
come on.
Come on.
I'm
We got
loving it.
enough seats.
Okay. Okay. So Shonda has y'all have branded yourself because y'all love to eat at the kitchen table with dinnerware. So y'all will get into how all of this love has come to be a brand, and this two loving couple have created dinnerware for you to purchase. So let's see where we are right now. Hope this knee don't act too crazy when I get up. All right, y'all. Let's see. I'm gonna put it right here, Will. I am going to pull this down. Yeah, I think I got it. Hold it on that side, Will. Bring it down. Yeah, it's kind of heavy. Here we go. And I am going to let Shonda tell about the dinnerware.
She the brain behind it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she is. I'm pretty sure
It's her
Shonda is.
thing.
Because this is her thing. Now, one thing I do know about Shonda's favorite color is gold
Yes.
and some red.
Yes.
If that doesn't go together, them two are her favorite colors.
My
So
favorite, gold and red. So we have now, through our love story and our name and all that, we discussed, and we have the kitchen's table. So just a little bit off, we have a book coming soon about our love story, what we talked about tonight, and strategies that helped us throughout the years to get to where we are now. So that's that, and that's coming. So stay tuned for the book. But right now we have the kitchen's table dinnerware set, and we have our little flyer that comes along with your purchase, and it'll tell you about what you're receiving in it, and so on and so forth. So I love aesthetic, love everything pretty and beautiful. So I did my research and I found what I like, what I feel represents me and my family, and what I want to put out. So we have it's two sets. We have the first set is the dinnerware set, and it includes these three here that you see me holding up, and it also includes this little dish here. So I'll start with this one. This one is a sauce dish. So you put all your sauces in here, your ranch, your steak
Honey
sauce
mustard.
with honey mustard.
oh, you get all them bottles off the
whatever.
table.
Yeah, you get take all the bottles off the table. That ain't
Hot
cute.
sauce,
That ain't cute.
blue
Hot
cheese.
sauce, blue cheese.
So we eat with this. We'll put the
Yeah.
blue cheese in here.
We'll put
with
the blue
French
cheese.
fries.
Yeah, because we still,
we eat good.
we ain't bougie. We're a little bougetto.
You got to be
You know.
bougie if you ain't got the chicken ketchup on there on the table.
So
I love it. I love it.
We put the blue cheese and hot sauce in here.
Remoulade for the crab
We'll
cake.
swirl the fries around in here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's porcelain and it's the marble design with the gold trim because, like Crystal said, my favorite color is gold. And then on the bottom, it has our logo on it, the kitchen's table, and then our theme is love happens here because love happens at the kitchen's table. The kitchen's
Aww.
table meaning the table that you eat at, and the kitchen's table meaning our love for each other, our home. So love happens here. So you get a sauce dish. And then you also get, you can call it either a rice bowl or a soup bowl, but you get the rice bowl and the soup bowl. Again, we're branding it at the bottom. Porcelain. You can put it in a dishwasher if you'd like, but we recommend you hand wash it to preserve the prettiness and the gold and all of that. But it's very durable. We serve steak and on there, lobster, whatever you eat, chicken, French fries, hot wing, hot dog. You can serve it all on there.
I'm gonna be your
Yeah.
sponsor.
This is the salad or dessert plate. And then we have here Miss Banner. Miss Banner's doing an excellent job. Miss Banner, aka Crystal, is doing an excellent job. And then we have our 10-inch dinner plate. So this can hold, like I said, from a turkey sandwich to your Sunday dinner with oxtails and cabbage and rice and sweet potato and cornbread. So it can serve it can serve all that. And again, we're branding it on the bottom with our logo, kitchen table. It's very heavy weighted, so
It
this
is.
is not cheap.
Yes.
I put a lot of time and effort into getting something that will represent us. So you will get enough of the dinnerware set to serve 6 guests. So each guest will get a dinner plate, a salad plate, a rice bowl, and a sauce dish for 6 guests. So that comes 24 pieces in a set. And then for our cutlery, you have, again, it's all gold everything. These you can put in the dishwasher with no problem. They're not gonna rust or anything like that. They have a dinner fork and then your salad fork, and it's a very modern and sleek design because I'm very aesthetic, so I like everything nice and pretty. And then you have what Crystal is holding up here. You have your tablespoon, you have your bread or your butter knife, and then you have your teaspoon. And again, you have enough to serve 6 guests, so each guest will get one of each. So for you all that have large families or you have small families, you'll still have enough to to serve your table and to have it look nice. So I hope
This
you
is
guys,
this is all. So where do they
Thank
need to
you.
go to purchase it?
So to purchase it, you can go to our website, thekitchenstable.com, and you would go to the tab that says the main parts. And once you go to the main parts tab, you'll see how you can go on and order it online, and we will ship it out right to you. We do have them in stock, so go to the website and we'll ship them out. And we would love to see your place, your table setting. Once you get it, what you're serving on it, tag us in it, because that's how social media is the new wave of branding. So
Yes.
that's how we will build our brand when you guys share, how you use it, how you like it, so on and so forth. So we appreciate
Oh, I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, Crystal, for giving us sharing your
Thank you,
platform
Crystal.
Oh
with
my
us
God, I
to
love you,
come
and I
on.
love y'all
Yes.
story.
Yes.
I've always loved your story. They're such a
Yes.
loving couple. They have such a beautiful family, and like I said earlier, even when people are going through whatever they're going through, you can still share in the love
Love.
of
There you
other
go.
people. So we are closing out tonight's show. We want to thank everybody for tuning in, joining in.
Thank you.
Y'all make sure y'all follow the Kitchen's Table 2019.
Yep.
It's the Kitchen's Table 2019 on IG. Is it the same on Facebook?
On Facebook is just the kitchen's table.
The Kitchen's Table on Facebook. And y'all make sure y'all follow these people. Look and order their tableware. I'm going to get some when I get 6 people to sit at a table that I'm going to cook at.
Girl,
That's your whole family. You
Yeah.
got six, you know 6 people.
I didn't say I know 6 people. I said I
she
needed
said
a
that she
table.
gonna cook it.
Oh,
I needed a table to
That's
sit
the
at.
key
to
word
cook,
that
to
she gonna
cook.
cook. That she gonna have catered to. That she gonna cook. She ain't cooking.
Listen.
I
I'm
know her.
ordering.
She ain't
I'm
cooking.
ordering tonight. She already know I'm not cooking, but I'm ordering tonight because I love to serve too. But I thank you all so much. We had a wonderful turnout tonight, and I'm so grateful again for my friends Shonda and Will and their love that continues. And y'all watch out for them. And we are cutting out straight from the chair. And one more time, I'm gonna play my little sister's song, my
Yes.
jingle.
Yes.
Y'all get ready for this because hey, I don't even know, like I don't know who got jingles on there, but my little sister has a jingle that she has written for me, and here we go, y'all. Straight from the chair.
I'll be
All
singing it. I'll be
right.
singing it.
Yes. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.